A recent highbrow arts event, Culture Minister Barbara Follett was left rather red-faced when she tried to slip away unnoticed from a speech being given by Melvyn Bragg. Now, on seeing her attempt an exit, he said, "Barbara, not interested in what I have to say? No, seriously, don't worry, Barbara, you get off." And he waved her from the stage to the amusement of the audience. All rather embarrassing. But can we sympathise with Barbara for sloping off, or is making an exit just as important to you as making a good entrance?
Oh, absolutely, darling. I love a big exit.
No way.
I love a big entrance, darling. As long as it's big, I don't really mind, you know. I mean, I'd always say, I would never do what she did. I mean, I would always say, if I was at a party, for instance, you know, I'd want to go up to the host and say, "Darling, it's been lovely, thank you, thank you." I mean, I want them to know the diva had left the building.
Okay.
You know.
So it's about you rather than them. You know, yeah.
But actually, if you're on a stage, though, seriously, and you're trying to make an exit in a big frock, that can be a bit of a nightmare.
Okay.
I mean, especially if you've got a train, for instance, you can walk up the back of your train and do a very nice Dick Emery, thank you very much, land on a tuba player's knee. Or if you're going, you're trying to make an exit left, and you've got one of those really big, like what I call a hovercraft frock. David Emanuel used to make me huge, great dresses, big skirts, and you kind of swish round like that to make your exit, and you take the whole first section of the violin down. You know, quite lots of music stands and some music. I mean, that's a lot of fun.
I think Melvyn was rather rude, actually, to point out that she was leaving. She might have had the runs or something. Only you could think of that. But the thing is, I mean, to be on the stage while someone's speaking and to just have to get up to leave, you know, we know it's happened on the show, Sherrie, remember?
Yes, no, actually,
yes, you had to get up and
you had a
leave.
nosebleed.
I had a nosebleed and I had to make a quick... It's true.
It's true.
So you could have thought
know.
I was rude, couldn't you?
Exactly,
Oh,
but...
I think she got a diary all mixed up.
No. I am the total opposite of you, though. Believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen.
In so many ways,
I don't like to draw attention to myself if I'm leaving somewhere, especially if I'm a bit bored and I'm leaving early. I don't. I tell you what. The number of times I've left a party or a function or anything, and I've not told anyone I'm leaving. I just leave quietly and then hope they won't miss me. They never do. You do. So then you tell them the next day.
You tend to not say anything, just go,
We can't be talking about you. That's the most ridiculous statement I've ever heard you make.
I never tell people if I'm going to leave. I sneak out and they
tell
never...
people you're going to leave because you've got your head in a tuna steak. That's why. You're on the floor. The last time I was with her, which was in Spain, that's where she was like that, like that. And I said, I had to pick her up. You don't even remember going out to the restaurant. I had to get you down a stone stairs. I had to get her into a taxi. She couldn't even see the taxi. She didn't remember it.
It's not true. It's not true.
How would you remember?
I didn't say goodbye to anyone that night, you're right, because I couldn't speak. So you are right. Can I just add that is not the normal way that I behave, because Sherrie and I have only really been out like that a couple of times, and okay, it might have happened both times, but you know, she was unlucky.
I've been carried home once, and it was when I was a student. I bought, do you remember in the 80s, that spandex trousers? Remember those really, really tight, like Olivia Newton-John, those black shiny trousers?
No, people wear them now.
Well, you know, but they're younger now. Now, when I was sort of littler, I remember I bought a pair, but you know, you try them on the changing room and think, oh yeah, I can do this, and then you try them on to go out and think, no, I can't. So I got drunk before I left the house, which seemed like a really good idea, but all I can vaguely remember was dancing to Hawkwind, Silver Machine on my own in the middle of a dance floor. It seemed like a really good idea at the time. And then kind of falling and then waking up the next morning, apparently I'd been carried home by friends.
Oh.
Yes.
So you didn't say goodbye to anyone?
I didn't say goodbye to anyone. I think a lot of people say goodbye to me as I was carted off the dance floor. No, you were always very elegant though, Sherrie. I can't imagine you making a rough exit, as it were.
No, I don't. But I actually do remember, though, this was a different kind of exit. I was still with Ken at the time. I was in this restaurant, and he got very drunk, and we got back, and I got into the apartment, and I thought, that's it. I'm leaving him. That's the end. I am going. So he fell asleep on the floor and was out, completely out. So I decided to go, packed my case, went to the telephone, and we were in Spain. So I said, and they went, por favor? And I went, what? And he went, por favor? And I went, can I have a taxi? And he went, por favor? And I said, no, I want a taxi. He said, donde? I went, what? And he went, donde? I said, Sherrie. And he went, I didn't know it meant where. And he kept going, Donde, kept going, Sherrie. And he went, no, Donde. And I went, Sherrie, please come and bring... And I had to... because I couldn't get the taxi. He didn't know where I was or who the hell I was. Obviously thought I was some mad
Was it the
woman.
middle of the night?
Yeah.
You see, I did an exit from a relationship in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Do you remember, I told you, I might have told you, you might remember this, I was engaged to this Greek guy. In fact, I wasn't engaged to him, but I agreed to marry him. So I went, I left my job.
That's a
yeah, but
technicality.
it wasn't really, anyway. It only lasted like about 12 hours.
We agreed to marry him.
That's a lot, because I left my job here and everything. It was the early 80s. I was quite young, and I left this country. I went to live there. I took everything, packed up my flat, my job, everything. Got over there. And when he came to meet me, I looked at him. I thought, oh, don't know, what have I done? Seriously. So I went over to where he lived, which was on the mainland in Greece. Went to meet his mum. Went to stay in his house and all this. But in the middle of the night, for some reason, I don't know, he was restless. He'd got up and gone somewhere, and I thought, oh, this is it. This is my moment. So I got up in the middle of the night, literally packed my bag and literally ran away down to the port and got on the first ferry back to the island the next morning. So he must have just woken up thinking, where's she gone? This big heavy bag. It was before you had wheelie bags. So I was carrying this big heavy bag and I was running like that, going,
But Carol, today, live on air. Reunited and it feels so good. It's Stavros. Okay.